Greetings and welcome to the first follow along micro workout here on the Red Delta Project channel, where we are creating an effective training stimulus in 10 minutes or less. Today's workout is going to be a classic ELF workout where we're working our support chains, flexion, extension, and lateral, aka your classic core workout. And this doesn't require any equipment other than some open floor space. So we're going to start off just with a basic warm up to get the back engaged. We're gonna have our hands down by our hips and we're gonna roll our shoulders back to effectively lift up the chest. But what you're really doing here is squeezing your lats, depressing your shoulder blades down and squeezing your lats inwards. So you're using your whole back for support and stability in this case. And generally, we're just doing this until we feel our back is starting to light up and get some tension engaged, holding for a few moments, for about a moment or two, maybe about 30 to 60 seconds. And then for the front side, we're gonna warm up with our cat-cow. The reason for the cat-cow is it's working first on our shoulder stability. I like to break this up a little bit, so we've got our scapular movement, getting a little bit of that lat activation at the bottom as well, pulling the shoulders down away from the ears, not hunching up. And then we have our pelvic tilt. And the pelvic tilt is really crucial because much of our abdominal activation is from that pelvic tilt. A lot of core work, especially the core work we're gonna do today, it's not about folding the body in half, it's not about moving your legs, it's all about curating that pelvic tilt. So we wanna squeeze the floor together and feel like we're engaging the abs. Helps to get the glutes working as well. All right, so all we're gonna do is we're just gonna change our orientation to the floor in order to affect what side of our body gravity is working with, or against in this case. So we're gonna start off with a basic table bridge for 12 repetitions. So packing the shoulders like we just did in the warm-up, feet are roughly flat on the floor, maybe up a little bit, and we drive up with the hips and then back and down. Trying to use the muscles here. It's not in the lower back. So it's 2, 3, 4, keep your head up, 5, hunching forward can be a little tricky, 6, 7, 8, 9, little squeeze in the hamstrings, 10, 11, and 12. Right from there, we're gonna change facing down towards the floor. Some people like to do this on their forearms or on their hands. We're gonna do saw planks. Saw planks give us a little bit of an adjustable intensity with our pelvic tilt. So we tilt our pelvis up nice and high, stretch out further to make it more challenging. And we're gonna have 20 saw planks. It's 3, 4, rocking on the balls of your feet. 6, 7, 8, and keep your glutes tight. 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, keep it smooth. We're not trying to move too fast. 18, 19, and 20. Gently come back on down. Can help to just kind of cat-cow a little bit just to loosen up. If you feel any tension in the lower back, that means your abs are no longer supporting the exercise. So it's best to either cut the set a little short or make it either easier or take a little bit of a break and then finish for the rest of the reps. And then for our lateral chains, we're gonna have simple hip dips or side bends. And where our feet are stacked, you can stagger your feet to regress this to be a little bit easier. Play around with which foot is in front, but you want most of your weight on the bottom foot. Shoulders are back and hips are forward. We're not rotating, we're not bending in half. We're simply dropping our hips up and down for 8 reps on each side. 4, getting big range. 5, 6, getting it in the lats. 7, 8, trying to get as high as you can, but not so much that you feel like you're straining yourself. And then of course the other side, take your time getting set up for this. Shoulders are back, feet are stacked, hips are coming forward. And once again, 8, 7, squeezing the floor together. 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. So there's our first round. We'll get one more round of that, but this time we're gonna progress things a little bit more. So instead of a potential table bridge, you can either bring your legs out straighter, or you can go with a single leg version. And that's what I'm gonna do here for 6 repetitions on each leg. So shoulders down and back, and we drive. Just as high as you can. 2, don't try to force it. 3, 4, 5, and 6. The objective of this workout is to get tension flowing throughout the entire chain. It's not necessarily supposed to be like muscle building, go to failure kind of training. It's kind of more of a therapeutic application of force throughout the entire body. So all the ways back the shoulders, lats are engaged, and we're gonna begin. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then for our flexion chain, we're gonna go into a classic mountain climber. Now this is a little different from, that kind of mountain climber you do in like aerobics class. This is ab building mountain climbers. On our hands, shoulders forward, pelvic tilt, and up. Holding for a moment. Really tucking that pelvis up. We're gonna go for 14. 8, 9, 10, squeeze with the pause. 11, 12, 13, 14. And then finally, on our lateral chain, we're gonna have the same action, but remember the second round of many things that you do in your workouts is usually stronger. So we're gonna progress this one with a slight leg raise if you can. If not, don't worry too much about it. Just use the regular hip drops that we did before. So once again, hips are all the way forward, shoulders back. I'm on my forearm, not necessarily the point of my elbow. Drop and lift. We're gonna get 8 on each side. 4, moving smooth and in control. 7 and 8. Very good. I usually just flip over to the other side, of course, but I don't want to turn my back to you folks. So that's why I switch over to the other side. Shoulders back, hips forward, drop. 1, 2, 3, hips going crazy. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we have it. We have our ELF micro workout, got everything working on all 3 support chains: abs, obliques, hips, glutes, hamstrings, back stability. A good thing to do in your active recovery days if you're following the push-pull squat program. Check out more on micro workouts here. Thank you very much for working out with me. Till then, be fit, live free.